Hey everyone, welcome back to the AV Playground. In this video, we're going to talk about what are we going to do with the Awia Backtrack Boombox. So, looking around, now that I got a VCR, which is where the boombox used to sit, there's hardly any place to put the boombox unless we can put it on the floor every time we listen to a record, like hook the cable up to the boombox and stick it right in front of the turntable. And also when we listen to cassettes, we can put it on the floor if we wanted to, but I don't know if that'll work. Like we were sticking it right here in front of the record player, because you know it is a boombox and it can be put pretty much anywhere. And as you can see, we have Halloween decorations, which I don't know if we have a spare table to put it on for a good while until we can redo this man cave. Because I do have a VCR hooked up to my TV, Blu-ray player, home theater, which the home theater does not have a 3.5 millimeter auxiliary input. It only has optical Bluetooth, and that's about it. It's a wireless sound bar. So, and of course, my CDs. If I want to listen to a CD, I can listen to it on the boombox. And pretty soon, I might get a wireless little receiver, hook it up to the Bose, and pair it up with Bluetooth, like a Bluetooth wireless transmitter, if we wanted to do that, which will probably have to be the trick. But I do miss out on cassettes and CDs. So here's the boombox. I guess if I want to listen to it, I can put it on this storage ottoman and play the cassettes and CDs. Wow, it's a little dusty. I haven't been able to find a place for this so we can use it, since my man cave isn't that big. Almost every inch of this man cave is being used up. So I don't know where we're gonna put the boombox. So we'll have to find a place to put it at some point. But when I redo the man cave, we'll put it on a table. So every time we listen to a cassette or CD, we can go over to the table and put it in and play the album. So yeah, this is where I used to sit, and I think the VCR looks a lot better on this table than the boombox, because the boombox was hanging off on the side. And I think that was meant for a record player, like a Crosley record player. And of course we have my Fluence RT81, which I need to use a lot more and get back into physical media instead of just listen to it on MP3s or streaming. And I really need to get back into physical media again, like listen to music on tape, CD, and vinyl. Because I love my physical media, but I just don't have the place for the boombox. I mean, I'm looking around and there's hardly anywhere to put the boombox. Unless I put it on the floor and, get an album out and put it into the boombox. That probably won't work. And plus, the home theater system, the table, is being used by the Blu-ray player and the TV and the soundbar. But when it comes to this table right here is being used up on my VCR. And I think it looks better that way. And it's the perfect dimensions for that table to put my VCR on. So I can just walk over there, put it in the tape every time I want to watch a movie on VHS. And there's hardly any room. We're using up almost every inch. So I'm definitely running out of room for everything. Especially when it comes to the boombox. There's hardly any room for the boombox. And because of that, I have been listening to my records for a while, because I do connect the Fluence RT81 to the boombox, to the auxiliary input. And it's hard to find a speaker that will work well with the setup. And plus, we had an RCA soundbar, which had an RCA input for connecting the turntable and connecting the whole thing together, like every component together, whether it was an audio component or a video component. And that thing was just done for. And now that I have a LG soundbar, it's all digital components. And I hardly have any room for a Bluetooth transmitter or receiver and connect it wirelessly by Bluetooth. I should have got a Bluetooth turntable if I knew I was going to have this issue when almost every inch of the man cave is being taken up. And on this side table, usually I have my Bose Wave Music System 3. And I don't have a long enough cord to reach from here and then over through the side and then up to the Bose. That would be kind of a inconvenient way of having, tons and tons of feet of cable to reach the side table, when I can just connect it to a Bluetooth transmitter, or like a transmitter, to transmit the audio wirelessly to the from the Fluence to the Bose, and conserving a lot of space. But with the boombox, it all brings it together, especially with cassette and CD. So I can connect to any Bluetooth audio system that I have here in the man cave, even to the soundbar, the Bluetooth soundbar. It's hard to find the best Bluetooth transmitter that will have the best reception and the best signal to these devices around the man cave. That way we can save a lot of space. And if I want to listen to it on my 80s retro boombox, just connect it to the Bluetooth portion on the boombox, and then whenever I'm done with the record, switch to FM, AM, CD, cassette. And thus still having room for the VCR. I mean, I could move my records and put a small table there for now for the boombox. But there's no point of that. We'll find a place to put the records. We'll find a place for the records and maybe get a foldable table one of these days. Something temporary to put the boombox on so we can have room. Maybe get one of my old DJ tables that I'm no longer using and put it here in the man cave and put the boombox on that. And still have something flat to put it on, and we can connect it all together. So it's definitely going to be quite a hassle. But we'll get through it, and we'll figure something out on how we can get things up and running again with the audio system. Because right now the turntable is just sitting there and my records aren't being played. Now that I got the VCR, I have no room for the boombox, and you know, it'd be hard and not really a good thing to do to put the boombox on top of the VCR. We'll just let the VCR do and just leave it there and find somewhere else for the boombox, or the Bose, which is a good audio system, an audio component. But we'll figure something out. So if you guys enjoyed it, I was thinking about using my JBL Tune 510 BT, or not my Tune 510, that's my headphones. My JBL Party Box 110, which is my DJ speaker that I have because I am a mobile DJ. I use it for weddings, and it's a battery-powered speaker. I don't want to overuse it too much. And we just don't have room for the speaker. I would connect the turntable to the auxiliary input and use it as a Bluetooth speaker for the turntable, like a PA speaker for the turntable, but also have Bluetooth for streaming on the Party Box 110. But I need it for DJing, and I don't want to wear it out too much before I get to use it again for DJing. But we'll find something to connect the turntable and still have CD and cassette, especially with my Awia. It's good for playing back tapes, especially ones I pre-recorded with my Sony CFDS-70. And of course my pre-recorded tapes from the thrift store. And of course, CDs that I've made. So we'll figure something out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.